27th, 2023. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings, I'm Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. We do need a perspective on the many events that are happening now on the Earth and the potential for further, shall we say, degradation of the biosphere and other systems that are related and supportive of the biosphere. I may like to make this evaluation that we are in the middle of the sixth mass extinction. And this perspective, perhaps, although not comforting, gives you an idea of the magnitude of the Earth's imbalancing and the magnitude of the crisis that is now confronting this planet. Of course, I, in my studies of this planet, have not seen a concerted effort by the world governments to address directly and immediately the mass extinction crisis. Yet, even today, as you and I, as starseeds, light workers, and planetary healers, review and look at the many different crisis events, we have to find a unifying field that explains what is happening. And I'm referring specifically to fires, to droughts, to heat domes, even to wars, because the imbalance energetically permeates all aspects of the biosphere, including, as we are speaking about, the Schumann frequency, which is the beat of the Earth. The frequency of the Earth is delicate and is balanced by its relationship with the sun, the electromagnetic field of the core of the Earth, but it also responds to galactic energies, but it responds to the feedback loop system of the Earth. And the feedback loop system is trying to maintain a balance among the many imbalances that now exist. And I have visited many planets around this galaxy. I know of the complexity that a planet experiences in maintaining its balance for the life forms. It is extraordinary how the Earth, how Gaia has been able to maintain this balance because of the magnitude of destruction of the biosphere, the magnitude of the blockages in the meridians, the magnitude of the negative feedback from the thought forms. Yet, the Earth, Gaia, has struggled to maintain a unique balance. And our work together as planetary healers and starseeds is in part to support Gaia, to offer, when necessary, positive suggestions, and to clear and strengthen the Earth's feedback loop system. But then we have the second part of this process, which is the awakening of the consciousness of the leaders of the planet and the improvement of the strength and influence of starseeds. Because frankly, the starseeds at this point are the only group that is offering the solution. I mean, I know there is individual solutions that, such as clean up this river or, stop producing this chemical, which are all very positive. But the real solution to this planetary crisis is to move into Homo Omega, to expand the consciousness of humanity on a global basis. And then you will see rapid change and rapid response from Mother Earth to this change. Because a planet like Gaia is sensitive and empathic. Perhaps you are not aware of how empathic Gaia is and how tuned in Gaia is to the humanity. You see, humanity is now in the driver's seat, and it is controlling all systems, all life forms. Everything that is going to continue to exist on this planet is dependent upon Homo sapien. Let us go into meditation and begin our planetary healing work today. Take 3 deep breaths. As you go into, with me, a state of spiritual relaxation and connect with your planetary healing spirit and your galactic skills as a planetary healer and starseed. I, Giuliano, align my starship Athena directly over the North Pole, and I send out a corridor of light to each of your rooms and all of those who may be listening to my voice through this channel. I welcome you on this journey today to my starship Athena and to our planetary healing meditations, which are so valuable at this time. The corridors of light around each of you in your room, and you are connected to your spirit body and can control and direct and command the spirit body. Feel the outer core, the outer line of your aura. And in my command, begin to shimmer your aura. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Feel the acceleration speed of your aura now. And your spirit body, sometimes equated with your astral body, rises up through your crown chakra, enters the corridor of light from which I have brought down from my starship. You are now in this 5th dimensional corridor of light, and you're traveling at the speed of thought through the corridor. Take a second or two to experience this traveling at the speed of thought. How many times during the day do you have this opportunity to travel at the speed of thought through an Arcturian corridor of light to my starship, Athena? You arrive refreshed, activated, and fully charged. You're now on a fifth dimensional Arcturian mothership that we bring to the Earth for your support and environmental interaction on the fifth dimension. For it is in the fifth dimension and in this starship that you too experience accelerated arcane thought power and can direct your thought power to healing planetary interventions that we are now going to do. Walk with me down the hallway and enter the beautiful planetary Gaia healing chamber, where Helio Ah and myself greet you, embrace you, and direct you to sit down around the center of the room, which is a holographic image, a holographic hologram, if you will, of Gaia, planetary blue jewel. And it is zoomed in on North America, particularly Canada and the United States. Take a seat and please follow my directions now. I bring down a white screen right next to the holographic image. And our first job, our first interaction is to activate the necessary winds to disperse all smoke through areas such as Wisconsin or the Midwest, and to assist in the extinguishing of the fires in Canada which are producing this smoke, including areas such as Quebec, British Columbia, Alberta. Any area, Ontario, that has these persistent fires, we call on Gaia to bring calmness, moisture, and create whatever conditions are necessary to rapidly end this smoke, this fire, and return to normal forests with enough moisture to fight off such outbursts that we are now seeing. So focus on this affirmation. Gaia place in order all necessary conditions to extinguish these fires and eliminate the smoke from this continent now. Focus on that affirmation on the white screen and visualize to the best of your ability the necessary conditions to mitigate these conditions of fire and smoke. We'll go back into meditation now as you and I focus on the affirmation and the arcane imagery. I see the strength of your thoughts have deepened the affirmation, which are now in bright red letters. And at the count of 3, I will download this affirmation holographically into Gaia's feedback loop system. Intensify your thought powers now as I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Download the affirmation now. Oh. Now, as we look at North America and the zoom out on the whole planet, still focused on North America, but we see electromagnetically the frequency, as someone who called it, the heartbeat, the core frequency electromagnetically of this planet of Gaia, known as the Schumann frequency. And it has an irregular, unbalanced, non-resonant loop. And we want this Schumann frequency to come back into balance and harmony and resonance. And see a new screen, and we will say, let Gaia, let the Schumann frequency return to optimal balance and resonance with the core of the earth now. Focus on that affirmation again with our thought powers. And the words are written on the white screen. Let us go back into meditation. Yes, I see the discordant electromagnetic frequencies coming from many different sources that are around the Earth's aura. But with our thought powers, we can ask Gaia to direct her energy and her abilities to bring the Schumann frequency into optimal resonance for the health of this planet now. Schumann frequency is balancing itself optimally now. Our thoughts and information and affirmation are now downloaded into Gaia, who holographically receives our thought power and work. And now let us return to North America, and in particular this beautiful idea of the 5 spiritual leaders that potentially can emerge from North America as soon as possible to provide spiritual leadership to this planet, to provide the highest work towards the evolution of Homo Omega, to bring and focus on higher consciousness, and even to focus on interacting with the highest extraterrestrial beings of light who are here to assist the higher development of this planet. In front of the holographic image, of North America, I project 5 spiritual figures, a mixture of male and female, on the screen. And we are asking that those who are prepared to step into the highest leadership role now for directing North America, the United States, Canada, and Mexico to the optimal consciousness and spiritual leadership for the development and evolution to Homo Omega. Let us meditate on that now in silence. Very good. And now in particular, we zoom in on the Southwest and in the areas of Texas and Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, and all areas around the heat dome that is now settling itself and expanding, perhaps also going into the Midwest, the Southeast, any other areas that are experiencing abnormal heat. And we call on the jet streams and all other weather patterns to optimally move this heat dome past the areas it is now in, so it weakens and brings temperatures into the normal possible range of comfort and balance, both for the welfare of all humans and animals. Just as we want the welfare of all animals to be free of smoke problems, so we want the welfare of all animals and people to be free of the dangers of this heat dome. Let the heat dome move through and away as quickly as possible in the optimal manner for the most benevolent outcome for all peoples in the stricken areas. Focus on that affirmation now. Let your thoughts be projected on the screen and downloaded now into Gaia's feedback loop system. In conclusion, let all fires and smoke be extinguished as soon as possible. Let all higher weather heat be moved away in the optimal manner. Let the Schumann frequency come back into optimal resonance, and we activate to the highest level the calling of the new spiritual, 5 new spiritual leaders to become activated and ready to assume roles of spiritual leadership for North America now. All of your thoughts have such power here and are received both in Gaia's feedback loop system and the noosphere. So it's time to leave Gaia's healing chamber for the planet. But your thoughts and energies remain here, and I will be overseeing and distributing and strengthening and downloading any further needed thought patterns that are part of this field of constellation of thoughts for planetary healing. You stand up, walk out of the room, down the hallway. We embrace you each as you prepare to return to your physical body on the earth. You enter the corridor of light from which you came and travel now at the speed of thought directly back into your physical body, but stay at a place 6 feet above the body and enter now in perfect alignment, filled with light, arcane thought power, and a feeling of brotherhood and sisterhood for all who have joined today in this spiritual mission known as planetary healing for Gaia. I am Giuliano. Good day.